Hello, boys. Gonna take out team happened last time. Izuku was essentially murdered, but right now he just, uh, yeah. This, So this is the afterlife. Wow, this is a letdown.
Hello.
Oh, oh, hallucination of possible friend.
Wow, that's sad. Do you remember a tale?
Partners?
Yes. Do you still accept? I will leave if you do not want me to be here.
No, it's fine. Thank you for saving me, I think. I I appreciate it.
No issue. I only want your safety. After all, we are partners now.
Yeah. Partners. So, I just caught it on.
Mitsuki made it for dinner. I tugged at your consciousness so you could taste it.
Oh, that's what the pleasant feeling was. Not as good as my mom's, though.
Oh, if you remember the recipe, maybe we could make it together.
That'd be nice. Okay. So, what is it now? Are you gonna take over my life completely, and I'm just gonna be like a passenger?
No, your safety is my top priority. I will keep you safe as you live, although I would like to enjoy life too.
Okay. That seems reasonable. Uh, Officially, with my safe state of mind, put it there.
Okay. I didn't want to. I didn't want to, make it seem like I'm taking advantage of you because, um, you are bleeding on the ground.
No, I completely get it, okay? Okay, so, what's now?
Just, I'm gonna take a nap, okay?
Okay. Good night.
Also, you might be very hungry. Sorry, you're eating for two now.
Oh, okay, understandable. Like one of those quirks that burns through calories a lot. Okay.
Thank you for understanding. Eddie and Flash were scared at first.
Unlike Uncle Eddie or Uncle Flash, You're literally the nicest person to me right now.
Wow, that's sad.
I know. Just yeesh.
Okay then. I look forward to our partnership.
As Venom smiles a toothy grin, showing off his very sharp teeth. What's your name again? As an official thing.
We are Venom.
Uh, in that case, we are Izuku Midoriya.
Yay.
And with that, Izuku drifts off to sleep again. Venom was only able to maintain this void of a dreamscape for such a long time. But it was worth it. Izuku was happy. When he woke up, he could still taste Katsum, but he was really hungry. Starving, even. And that dream was nice. At least there someone cared. A lot better than the night terrors. Hungry. Izuku looked at the time. Oh, it's 3 a.m. Wow, that is. BT dubs, this is actually recorded at 3 a.m. I can't sleep. Anyways. Right. Okay. Izuku goes into the bathroom, turns on the water, splashes some on his face. He looks in the mirror, looks at his eyes. For a split second, he's a complete white. Huh. Neat. Still hungry. Can't get anything out of the fridge. Obviously, they yelled at me last time I did that. It was only milk, because I couldn't sleep. Well, I feel like she'd understand, but if something more went missing... Yeah. I want to go out for a walk. Not allowed to, though. Screw it. Not like anyone's gonna figure out. Sugu goes out. He just walks. Feet against concrete. Cold. Very cold. As soon as Izuku said that, he warmed up a little bit towards his stomach area. Oh, my belly's rubbing together. Izuku just walks for a solid 30 minutes before getting bored. And then he realized, unconsciously, he had arrived at his old home. Oh. Huh. Guess this is just out of habit. Okay. This is fine. Izuku sat down and just looked at it. No one had faced it, no one had even bothered. Izuku just sat there for a solid 10 minutes. And he got up, started looking through the rubble. Then, lo and behold, he found something. Something that he didn't expect to survive. His notebook. Plans for the future. Book number 3. This one had all my unhinged thoughts. Before Mom made me, switch to more tame versions and telling me that it's not normal. Why am I talking to myself? And he saw a chemical formula that Uncle Peter wrote down for him. Web fluid. Adrenaline. Adrenaline. That's a factor in it. Neat. Oh. That was funny. Shizuka looked at the corner of the page and said, "Note, spiders typically excrete their webbing from their reproductive organs, or somewhere near there." I think I made fun of Uncle Peter and his Petey tingle. Yeah. Oh, that was long ago. That or the trauma's just kicking in. And he just flips through it and smiles and laughs at some of the stuff that he wrote down. They were slightly nonsensical, and some of them were downright horrifying, but they were still good. Yeah, that could work. I wonder what would happen if I were to actually remove his arms. Oh well. Then his stomach growled. Oh. Still hungry. It's fine. I don't know why I don't remember dinner, though. I mean, the Kazan taste is pretty much gone, but still. He decides to take a shortcut between a few alleys. He sees a dead cat His mouth was watering. Wow. Alone and forgotten. Sorry. Sugu claps his hands together. Unknowingly, he was hungry. His thoughts were only on the cat in its pitiful state. He let out a weak. Oh. I'm sorry. You're still alive. So. Izuku looked at it. It was bruised and hurt. Some kids were probably throwing rocks at it while it was stuck in a hole. Wonder why they did that. Was it fun? Either way, Izuku found it pointless. He picked up the cat. It scratched at him a little bit, but eventually just gave up because it was too weak. You don't have that much long left. Izuku just sat there holding it. It purred a little, and a few minutes later, it died. Then the hunger came back. Izuku felt his stomach rubbing together. No. I need to find something to eat. Okamatsu and Mitsuki wouldn't be happy if I were to eat something from there. Oh well. For a second, Izuku blinked, and the next, the cat was gone. He logically concluded that when he let go of the cat into the dumpster, it had just fallen and he didn't hear the thud. But Izuku felt a little bit fuller, and he walked home. He waited a little bit until Mitsuki woke up. What are you doing still up? I got up early. Sorry. Yeah, it's fine. Still, glad to see you're doing okay. I hoped the katsun would make you feel better. It was delicious. Yeah. I know things have been tough ever since Inko died, and... No, it's fine. Your dad hasn't showed up yet, but he did call, so don't worry. Oh, that's neat. Izuku, you don't seem happy. No, it's just... He's never really around, and when I needed him most, when I was hurt, he still wasn't there, so... Meh. It's fine. Anyways, on Mitsuki, should I wake Kachan up, or... Yeah, go ahead. Wake Katsuki up. I'm gonna go make breakfast. Right. Izuku's stomach rumbled a little bit. Huh, right. He went to Katsuki's room, opened the door, and saw him just sleeping soundly. Sprawled across the bed, he kicked off the blanket. The fan was still blaring, though. They didn't want a repeat of what happened when he first awakened his quirk. At least the first week. Wow, the bed was ruined. Also, it started a fire, which led to them keeping fire extinguishers at the house. Katsuki. Izuku ducked under his right hook and moved his head to the left. What? What do you want, nerd? And Mitsuki says it's time for breakfast. 5 more minutes. Then it's gonna be 10 more minutes. No, Deku. Wake up. Izuku actually pinched the back of his neck. Ow! What the hell? You weren't waking up. God, you... I have a question. When did you get the... When did you get the shells? About the same time that you lost yours. Now, come on. What? Katsuki was too shocked. He just got up and followed. Uncle Matsu woke up But a little bit after. Hey, Mitsuki, are the kids up? Yeah, Izuku woke up Katsuki. Do you have a black eye, Izuku? No, but I'd appreciate if you removed the eye gunk so you could actually see with your short-term vision. Is that the right word? Or your nearsighted eyes? Yes. Oh, sorry. No, I understand you just woke up. It's fine. As they ate breakfast in silence, Katsuki went to go brush his teeth again. You ever get worried that he's gonna remove the protective sheet over his teeth with his aggressive style of brushing his teeth? Well, that's how I brush my teeth, and I don't have a single cavity. Yes, you do. You went to the dentist, 16 years-ish ago because of your aggressive technique. Mom told me that a while ago, I think. Oh, great. So, Izuku, what do you need? I'm sorry, did I anger you on Mitsuki? No, it's fine. You finished fast. Want me to make you another batch? Yes, please. If it's not too much trouble. It's never too much trouble, Izuku. You know, I am your godmother after all. Right. As soon as Mitsuki finished making the new batch, she went to go check on Katsuki, who was aggressively brushing his teeth, which led to a long lecture of how that could remove the protective layer over his gums, which left Izuku and Matsuda alone. Why are you staring at me? Because I know you're being bullied. And? What do you mean, and? I know you have proof of it. And? Why won't you come up with it? Why won't you come up front with it, Izuku? Because the worst they'll get is a slap on the wrist and things will get worse. What? Uncle Matsuda, you're a spineless shell of a man. Sorry, what? You married Aunt Mitsuki, and kudos to you, because you're into what you're into. I understand that, but still, I don't want to get verbally abused and physically abused. What do you mean? Izuku, if you have proof, you should come up front with it. Oh, really? Because they're just gonna spin it around on me. If I fight back, they'll say, oh, I'm the aggressor. And if I tell on them, I'm labeled a snitch, and things will get worse. They'll get more discreet about it. I much prefer bruises than throwing myself off of a building. Izuku, I appreciate your care, Uncle Matsuda, but you're being a hypocrite. I can tell sometimes Aunt Mitsuki takes it a bit too far when she talks to you. How you shrivel up, and sometimes when you snap back. While she seems to enjoy it, I can tell you don't. You don't like being angry. You don't like being the aggressor. What? When you were young, you were probably like me, right? Soft-spoken, somewhat happy-go-lucky, and closed off. But also nice. Which is probably why Aunt Mitsuki asked you out in high school, right? Yeah. How do you know this? Mom talked a lot. She was a gossip. Right. Izuku. I feel like you should, though. They don't care about a quirkless kid, Uncle Matsuda. I do. That's cute. But, unfortunately, Not everyone is like you. Not everyone is so kind and caring. Izuku, what? What do you want? Do you want me to actually go forward with it, or do you want to say you found out about it from the what I've gathered? I'm sorry. And that right there is where we differ. You're sorry for trying to help. I appreciate Uncle Matsu, but you don't have the gut or the backbone for this. I'm gonna go walk on my own, okay? No, you're not. I'm coming with you. No, it's fine. Really. Izuku looked at him with his usual emotionless stare. None could be visible. Except for a little bit. Something that Matsu was able to pick up on. Something that he usually was able to pick up on. Anger. And regret. Matsu let Izuku go to school on his own. I mean, Izuku would have some free time on his hands while he walked. Still hungry. Oh well, it's fine. Izuku walked to school, but on the way he made sure to go to his usual spot for a little bit, just to properly sit down. As he looked at the new list that he wrote on a fresh page in that stupid little All Might flip book. List for web fluid. Right. And at that moment, Izuku decided something. Impulsive and stupid. He skipped. He brought out his lunch money, which he would have used to buy a snack or something. And all the rest of the money that he saved up. And went to go buy a chemistry set. Specific chemicals that weren't actually that dangerous. Something that no one would bat an eye to. And when Izuku left the store, he sat back down. He just opened it. Okay. It's the same brand that Uncle Peter had, only there's some extra stuff. Guess this stuff got cheaper, huh? Or, I guess, higher quality. Okay. With the instructions, he said, so some of these aren't actually needed. It's just a specific version of it which I have to isolate, which I need to do by putting it over a... oh no. I need a stove. Uncle Moss and Aunt Mitsuki are probably off to work, actually. Right? Or is Aunt Mitsuki going to a friend's house today? Yeah, I'm pretty sure she was. And Uncle Matsu is off to work, which means... oh, okay. Which means I can go back. Mitsuki just packs up everything and marches his little feet to the home. Okay. Okay. And Izuku, with all his wisdom, decided to use one of the beakers that he had found in the rubble that held up. And when he put it on the stove and lit it, a small crack formed at, like, the top rim. Ooh, gonna need tape. Okay, it's fine. It's fine. Just... okay. Instructions. Isolation process. Heat. Evaporation towards... you have to keep it at a certain... oh, I need a thermometer. Oh, well. I could just... right. I could just guesstimate. This is gonna be great. It's gonna be fine. And... believe it or not, Izuku managed to make a very janked, or homemade, and sketchy version of the web fluid. It barely foamed and tensed up after a solid second, which meant Izuku went wrong in some area, but it still worked. Oh, was I supposed to add 1 or 2 grams of salt? Damn it, Uncle Peter, why is your handwriting so sloppy? Is that a 1 or 7? It's a 1. Okay, Izuku, but just... Izuku does a lot of trial and error because of Peter's sloppy ass handwriting, and manages to finally, after 3 attempts, get a good batch of web fluid. This stuff is bad, but it works. It'll dissolve in an hour as soon as it comes in contact with the air. Okay. Izuku looks at his notebook and sees a few ideas that he had. Pressurized. Oh, wait! I could use one. I could use one of the fire extinguishers. Yeah, I could use one of the fire extinguishers. Izuku went to his room, which had a pressurized air canister and not a fire extinguisher because, well, if he was going to be honest, he wasn't the one making the fires. Katsuki was, and he just wanted one, so he'd make the excuse, "Oh, it's to blow away the explosion." And they just couldn't say no to him. He just lost his parents. Let him believe what he wants to believe, and they had more fire extinguishers either way. Okay. Next up, I need tubes. Well, first I need to store this stuff. Oh, wait, hold on. Izuku just opens a drawer and puts plastic wrap over each of them. Perfect! And he leaves the house immediately to go find tubes. He sneaks into a high school storage locker and brings out a hose. They won't miss it. Unfortunately, someone saw him and ran after him. Hey, get back here! Oh no. The kid was right on Izuku's tail. He was surprisingly faster than the teenager. And Izuku ducked into a corner, which was full of garbage. And, well, he jumped off of a trash can, hopped over a fence, and got onto a dumpster, and leapt for it for a ladder up a fire escape, which he managed to get onto the roof for. Whew. Okay. I'm a lot faster than I thought. Guess that's what I get for running for my life. Hopefully you didn't see anything. Izuku just sat up. Izuku just waited there till he was sure that no one was, gonna get him. And he, climbed down and went back home. Okay. I got the hose. Do I need to solder it? I think I do. Right. If I remember, Uncle Masa had a soldering kit. Right, because of his hobby. Okay. Uncle Masa actually picked up that hobby because Izuku broke one of Uncle Peter's parts that would be easily fixed with a little bit of soldering. And Uncle Masa just said, "Don't worry, I have something for this," and ran off to the store to get it. He didn't really use it that often, but he taught Izuku how to do it, so that was nice. And Izuku safely, with big goofy gloves that actually covered most of his arm, because, they were too big, soldered the hose to the, I'd like to say, air canister lid, or whatever it is. And this air canister was not really that special, or kind of special because it had like two exit holes, so Izuku could use it either way. Because sometimes he'd get confused from his rights and lefts. So flip it over and turn this, okay? Okay. And he soldered the other one with the big ass yes, the big ass goosey gloves. Soldering the hose to the nozzle. Okay, okay. Next, I need to make connection port for where I'm gonna store the web fluid. Okay, if I remember, Uncle Peter said something about to make that on his own with scraps. Right. Uncle Master and Mitsuki are gonna be real mad if they find out I'm doing this. So, better move shop. But first, Izuku makes another few batches of web fluid. Exactly the same way. Some of them were worse, some of them were actually better. But either way, he moved his setup after he ran out of chemicals to use. Do 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 do, motivation song, da 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 da. As he gets back to his old home. Scraps, scraps, scraps. Need to get scraps. Izuku had a new fire in his eyes. He didn't notice it, but he was actually smiling while singing that stupid motivation song. And he scavenged whatever he could. He even found a burnt version of Uncle Peter's web shooters. He took them apart for anything that was salvageable. He looked at the cartridges. They were actually metal and rectangular, so they could snap into place like Legos. Legos. Okay, how do I don't know how to make these. I'll just use these then. This part's jammed. This one isn't. Is it supposed to roll, or... Uncle Peter said that these models were supposed to roll, but since I'm pretty sure that they were damaged in the fire... Okay. Made the connection bits with a soft little canister of... Oh, okay, so that's how it worked. He just fills the entire thing with the web fluid and have the air canister in the little rectangle shoot out. Which means... I could just fill it up and have the solderings. Yeah, okay. But I need a connection, so... brain, help! And Izuku couldn't really think of anything. He sat there for a solid hour and just looked. Okay. I think I know what to do. Since this is just filled with the web fluids, and since it probably burned up in the fire, I could use a few of the things to make a little connection thing. Or, no, that won't work. Okay, so the rock and roll sign, while moving back the hand or the wrist, lets out the pressurized air, which shoots the fluid out, which had a little thing here, which had grates, and but I don't have pressurized air canister, I only have this one. Brain! I don't know how this is gonna work. No, I will do this. I'll do it so I can actually do something. I'll be a support hero or something. I'm gonna do something. As Izuku felt a small nudge. Something deep in his gut. It wasn't hunger or anything unpleasant. He was actually getting excited. He wanted to make this stuff. He wanted to do this so he could just say that he made them. And he didn't know how, but he managed to make something that worked. It was extremely inefficient, but okay. You see, he had actually used some of the broken ones that couldn't work as like a little connection thing to like make sure nothing falls out or anything, and basically hollowed one out a little bit more in order to act as like an extra tube that connect to an actual working version, and it just worked because since he hollowed out the back and soldered them together with Uncle Matsuda's soldering kit, it worked. It was horribly inefficient, but it worked. And now time for the other one. The entire process took him like 3 hours. Oh, okay, let's do this. And once Izuku managed to get that incredibly janked version of the web shooters working, he did the little yay! Okay, now time to make that the whip. The whip. Oh, wait, hold on. Right. As he just put his hand on the nozzle and just twist it a little bit. The whip. Yay! And Izuku just starts jumping excitedly. And he, that happiness lasts for about 5 seconds as, well, nuts. Why do you have my soldering kit, Izuku? Project. And why did you skip school? And what's with that? As Bago just gestures to the entirety of him, which is, he was, covered in, like, residue of the webs. Like, after they dissolve, they leave a little, I'd like to say, snowflakes, because that's what they look like. Where'd you get snow? Nothing. Izuku just hides his hands behind his back. Nothing. I'm sorry. Why did you skip school? Motivation? Why do you have my soldering kit? Motivation? Why are you covered in the white flaky stuff? Would you believe my answer if I told you? Motivation. Okay, that's just being intentionally vague. I wanted to come here, and I lost track of time, okay? Then I fished out an old notebook, and it had Uncle Peter's love fluid formula, and I followed it, and here we are! Izuku, that's your air canister. Yes? And where'd you find a hose? Dagobah Beach. Yeah, that place is essentially dumped. Oh, where'd you find those things? In the fire? I mean, nowhere? I mean, yes? The last one doesn't even make any sense, Izuku.
Lie. Tell them you wanted to be close to your mother again, and that Uncle Peter was a friend.
I wanted to remember my mom, and she told me about Uncle Peter. How he'd swing around the city with his web fluid and his old web shooters. They were scuffed and clunky, but they worked. And I thought if I could do that, maybe I could experience what she felt the first time she was carried on Uncle Peter's back. Well, more like carried by him when he saved her. And brought her to my dad. She said it was liberating, it was freeing, she was one with the wind and whatnot. Oh. Well, no offense, you're in big trouble. It's gonna go on your permanent record. I don't care. Yeah, Mitsuki? Not now, Matsuda. I'm scolding him. Mitsuki, come on. What? How do you think do you know how you felt after your mom, after mine? Izuku, we understand that, but you had to go to school. Right, sorry. You could have done this over the weekend. Right, I'm sorry. I did. It won't happen again. Also, dismantle those things. The chemicals could be dangerous. Right. Okay. Sure. Okay, what's the white flaky stuff? Motivation. What? That doesn't make any sense, Deku. Um, uh, I'm just. Can you guys leave me alone for a little bit? I want to sit here and talk to Ma. No. Like, when I said. When I asked them to call and they wouldn't listen, I decided to get into trouble and have them call you. Because I was worried. That's a shocker. You having actual emotions.
I'm sorry, what?
Oh, I said it was shocking that you have any actual emotions that are human besides, anger and Aunt Mitsuki. Wait, what's that supposed to mean? You're a very angry lady. You little brat. My point exactly. That's because you insulted me. And Katsuki is defaultly angry, and so are you. It's because I had to deal with him, and I had to deal with her. And I had to deal with both of you.
What was that, Dad?
You heard me, Katsuki. No offense, with Izuku basically insulting my entire belief system and me trying to stay calm. It's kind of breaking me down right now. Okay. Bring energy when we get home, okay? No. I don't like it when I'm like this. I like when you're like this. That's because you're a fucking freak. Don't talk dirty to me. Okay, I feel like we're getting into some dangerous territory, so I'm gonna just say, let's go home. Yeah, totally. Right. Can I stay with you right now, Izuku? Izuku? I'm sorry, Deku? Listen, hearing that, because I was closer than you were, I think I'm traumatized. Help. Be therapist, friends. I thought we weren't friends. Just shut up and help. Okay. Also, look what I can do now. Oh. That is so cool. Yeah, totally. It worked a second ago. Oh well. Suzuki just walks with them and stows away his little wet fluid thing. And the next day, which well, on these next weekends, because I'm not sure what day it was, like on Saturday or Sunday, he goes on his usual walks, he runs into some bullies, and he manages to escape them actually by hopping a fence and climbing an escape ladder. Okay. Leap of faith. Leap of faith, Izuku. Leap of faith. This could dislocate your shoulder and possibly kill you due to the blood rushing down to your feet due to the swing and the arc. Okay, we can do this. Okay. Fun. You know what? No. If I'm doing this, I'm doing this right. So you leaves a suicide note. I blame Gatsuki, Aunt Mitsuki, Uncle Matsuda, Endeavor. Who else? School bullies, Endeavor. Okay. So you just plops that down and webs it into the ground. As he ran out of the Bad Batch real quick, he only made one, and, well, it kind of started solidifying after a while. Since his setup wasn't necessarily airtight. Okay, good web fluid batch. You can handle my weight. Okay, stretchy. Okay, brain, body, venom. Let's do this. Leap of faith. I'm committed. Nope. As it just go into a smaller building. And he climbs down the fire escape and goes to his smaller building. Okay. This is like 2 stories smaller than that. Like 6-story house. But okay. As leap of faith. Worst thing that happens is I break my legs. I go to the hospital. Okay, leap of faith. and he jumps. He lets out a line, and he actually swings successfully. He lets out a second line from his right hand, and okay. Oh no. And he closes his eyes, goes in that darkness, and he feels himself go up again. What the? He looks at himself as he clings onto the wall, as he sees his reflection in a window.
Oh, this is neat. Oh, voice weird. I'm sticking to walls. Am I really Uncle Peter's kid? Oh my god.
No, I'm just saving you. With your shortcomings, I can fix them. I can mold it, help you.
Neat. Okay. I can deal with this. Let's go. Venom, right?
Yes, we are Venom.
Okay. I'm doing good. Let's keep swinging. This is nice. I feel like Icarus. And this time I won't fly too close to the sun.
I love your analogies or similes.
I can't tell the difference either.
As they swing through the city, we leave off with them going high into the sky as Izuku lets out his arms, and Venom lets out two tendrils, mimicking him, as both of them fall towards the ground. At the last second, they shoot out another web lining, which Venom actually helped by using the symbiote, his mask, to actually make it more airtight so the fluid won't go bad so easily.
See, you made 13 matches total. 4 of them were duds. 1 of them was the worst. 3 of them were not good. But the rest are okay.
I kept them in the fridge. Right behind the Brussels sprouts. No one would look there. No one in their sane mind.
Meanwhile, Akugo,
What is this, milk? Sticky.
Yeah, no one in the right minds. By the way, how are you feeling?
free. This is incredible. Thank you, Venom. This is so nice.
I know.
And that's gonna leave it off. Wow, this went like 48 minutes. Yeesh. Hope all of you enjoyed. By the way, I passed both of my midterms. One of them with a B plus and one of them with an A. Yes! That or an A minus. Either way, I passed. Ha!